Hello Taurus, let's have a look what's coming up for you in June 2019. Oh, just had a couple of cards fall over. Here we go. Let's take a look here. So we're going to look at the 5 aspects of your life. We'll be looking at the home and the family. So the first thing that you've got around you is the 10 of Swords sitting here. So this tells you that not everything you need or know will be revealed throughout this period of time. So June will be more of a wait and see type attitude. You may be finding yourself reassessing contracts or agreements. You may be challenging yourself to be able to be more stable. You may be just trying to find, where do I fit at the moment? And because you may find that this is a little bit of a time in which you really don't have a lot of the answers, it's like, you know, there's a bit of a veil over situations. There's something that's not conclusive. You could be really kind of trying to determine, where is it that I need to be in which to be happy? So the 10 of Swords is really talking about the fact that it's a bit of a wait and see. Wait and see how the home and the family works out. Wait and see where you're going to be. Wait and see, you know, how situations are going to reveal themselves or prevail. And you could find that that wait and see comes right up until around about the time of the month of October. So it may be a very, very long time between June and October before you actually have what you want in place. But at the same token, maybe there's an experience that's been shown to you throughout this period of time for you to explore. So don't jump to conclusions, just let for things to reveal. In connection with your career goals and aspirations, look, you've got the wonderful Sagittarius vibration from the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands will be all about initiating some very big changes. Now, you may be finding yourself really expanding quite quickly, on the move a lot. Maybe your work and your projects and your goals are taking you outside your comfort zones, but are opening up a very stimulating and very strong time for you. This will be very important to you, especially if you've been waiting on something to come or manifest, and then all of a sudden it could be that you've got quite a lot of activity sitting around that. So Spirit is showing here that this is a time in which you will be finding yourself being able to expand your horizons, being able to come outside that comfort zone, study things more, understand more, and tap into that philosophy of, like, it's just going to be okay, I'm going to be fine. For those that are looking for work, this could mean that there are travel opportunities. Now, outside the square could mean that it could be interstate, it could be in another county or a town, it may even include overseas. Because this is also connected to flights and movement, it could mean that there is also a very strong indication that you may be soaring above situations or moving above circumstances to be able to get the bigger picture out of that as well. So this should be very, very good for those in their career path and their goals throughout this period of time. In connection with your financial areas, love this, 6 of Pentacles sitting here. This tells you that you've got some really great financial balance sitting around. This is going to be a very good time in which you will be finding yourself being able to get through. There may be a little bit of assistance, okay, but nothing that you can't handle. And you may be finding that this enables you to be able to make a few more concrete decisions, because remember I said to you that it's like as if everything's kind of in a holding pattern. You don't really know what's happening at the moment. There's no real conclusive outcomes. You might be looking at making decisions and putting plans into perspective. You're wanting to broaden your horizons, but you need that money to be there. You need that income. You need that support. It has to be worth your while. So you're not really making any decisions on where you're going to be just yet until all of this kind of comes together for you. So the 6 of Pentacles is just telling you you're waiting on that financial resources to be a beneficial move or a change. And this is fantastic for those going for loans or needing financial assistance or asking for that pay rise. You could find that this is quite a point of discussion and could very much come out into your favor. It's like it's a good recognition there. Health and betterment, look, we've got the Four of Swords, which is all about health and betterment. It represents itself. It also talks about the fourth house. So if we looked at this, this is actually represented to the house or star sign of Cancer. It also represents the areas to do with the home, and also talks about areas to do with fluid, to do with the breast area, to do with the stomach and the digestive areas. So you may be finding yourself really looking over your diet, over your betterment and your well-being. What changes can I make to kind of put my body into in a more productive way? How can I take a little bit of rest and respite and relax a little bit? So, you know, this could be where you're kind of like looking and searching for answers, and sometimes it just means that you might need to go and get a little bit of advice where this is concerned. Maybe it's you're sourcing the right people or the right products in order to be able to put yourself into a position of feeling a lot more comfortable within yourself. Now, this is a recovery card, so this tells me things should be very speedy and dealt with, okay? It should be a good result and there should be a good recovery. Relationships, look, the Six of Cups in reverse, and this is all about being able to talk about the past. So someone or something is re-emerging from the past. You may be finding yourself going through a period of time of strong reflections. You might be reconnecting, like I said, with people that you haven't seen for some time. You're circumnavigating your life and you're sharing in this, and this is once again something that you probably didn't perceive where you would be at this point, but you're open to that experience. And in being open to that experience, you may be finding you strike a wonderful deal. You go back over discussions that may have been thought about or considered in the past. This could be something that is going to be very beneficial to you, especially over between, you know, the times of October 2019 right through to about April 2020. It might take time to kind of fall into place, but the point is you're able to go back and reassess, okay, where you are within yourself. Now, this is perfect for those that have been waiting to catch up with somebody for a long time and haven't had that opportunity. And of course, this can be a lover from the past or somebody that played a very prevalent role in your life and, you know, still sticks very strongly to your emotions. But in this case, it's not so much a rekindling and the romance getting back together as in just going through looking at what that person impacted or connecting and having some fun, you know, conversations or catching up. But it may not just necessarily mean that you're going to kind of get back together full stop. Now, you had a couple of cards that popped out, and one of them was the Six of Wands in reverse and the other was the Seven of Swords. Now, the Six of Wands in reverse tells you that there has been some imbalance sitting around, and this imbalance has really kind of like upset the apple cart. You haven't felt like you've been kind of making any progress, yet it's been to your advantage because there's something on the horizon that is enabling you to restructure and to be able to bring through what we would call turning situations around. So what has felt like it's, oh, this is unfair, I don't know what's happening, you know, why is this always happening to me, is going to land you in a position in which you are able to turn situations around or work them to your benefit. So that's quite important here. I hope that you have enjoyed your Tarotscopes for the time of June 2019, and I thank you for joining me.